We wanted to make this video to share how proud of Renton we are, even during these challenging times. And it all comes down to the people who live here. When the pandemic broke out in Seattle, for example, our Chamber of Commerce stepped up to help small businesses find resources, make decisions, and be the leaders we needed them to be.
When we were all forced to stay home, people like the Yankee Grill provided to-go breakfast for the Renton School District. Vigor Ground Fitness did charity fitness trainings for families in need of food and connected them with local restaurants. And even my son Josh and his family are doing kind of a feature day where each of his kids are able to choose what they want for dinner and what activity they're going to do after dinner.
And when the public was panicking, true leaders emerged like Don Brown, who helped spread the message of hope to high school seniors that felt robbed of their senior year.
This city is special because we've proven to rally together and help each other out.
And when we're back up and running, we know it's our responsibility to keep all of us together, continue sharing stories and calling people to massive action.
We did this video because we wanted to share how proud we are of Renton, and also share our commitment to keep Renton activated, inspired, and known around the world.
We're looking forward to contributing to the resurgence of this city and standing shoulder to shoulder.
Rick there?
I don't think he's giving you a very good look right now.
Okay, well, I'll be there a little later, but
just wait till he leaves.
but anyway, hey, we had a great photo contest. We had some really incredible entries, really good response to this. I think we're going to continue this maybe with a new contest this week, but it was a really hard choice. So why don't we bring up that first slide if we could? That first slide. Cue slide. There we go. No problem. But yeah, so this week it was Backyard Blooms, and that was our theme. And we had, and like I said, a number of entries, but we need more kids. All the entries were 18 years and older. So we need your kids and your grandkids to start entering, because we have prizes to give away, but we have to have people enter. So if you could, have your kids and grandkids enter, that would be great. But we had a couple honorable mentions. So let's go to that. Those honorable mentions were for Kim Brown and is it Kizzy Funkerhouse?
She's awesome.
Funkhauser. Yeah. So those were two of the honorable mentions. And then the winner is, drum roll. The winner was Lisa McMurrick.
That is really pretty.
That is so beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that was our winner this week, and actually the winner will win a photo class, either the online photo class at Hudson Photo Workshops, or she can come in when we start doing live classes again here in the studio. So congratulations to Lisa. All the entries were judged on impact, composition, technical ability, lighting, and creativity. So you guys all did great, and we're looking for a place to post all the entries coming up here, either on Facebook or the chamber website or whatever. So we're still kind of working that out. But next week our theme is going to be
Yay!
Pretty Puppies. So take some pictures of your dogs. They don't have to be puppies. They can be whatever age you want, but we want cute shots of your dog. So that's the contest next week. Email me at bruce@hudsonportraits.com, and we'll get all the entries, and then we'll usually about 4:00 on next Wednesday we'll pick a winner. And with that, this is Bruce Hudson, Hudson Portrait Design and Hudson Photo Workshops. Thanks for your entries, and we'll see you next week.
Oh my goodness. So Bruce, so it's Bruce Hudson, SON, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I have been obsessed with my dog. This is the best time of my dog's life. Like,
how old is your dog?
Oh, I think she's 2, they said when I picked her up from.
Really?
Oh, she's adorable. I mean, right? But the best time of her life is right now. All of our dogs are so happy. The cats, not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Well, maybe we'll do a cat. Cats are hard to photograph. Dogs are a little easier. It's I have some great tips for photographing dogs and getting them to look, and it's all the words, like cookie and go for a ride and treat and what really works is when you bark and their ears go like that.
Oh, can you do that again, Bruce? I don't think I got that.
And they go like that.
Yeah, just like that. Like, oh.
Well, and if you're saying that you want more younger,
we need more kids. We need.
Yeah, let's just kick out your children from your house with your dog.
Yeah, we have three divisions, right? We got 0 to 7, and then we got 8 to 18, and then we got 18 plus, and all we got this week was 18 plus. So we need more entries, please. Okay.
Done. All right. Boom. Done. That is so fantastic. I love these photo contests. It gives us something exciting and creative. I think creativity is so important during this time. So
absolutely.
I am really excited about this. My dog will be entered. I don't want to influence the judge in any way, but there will be a bottle of wine involved somehow. But her name is Roxy Wigglebottom.
Oh my
okay,
God.
and I do take bribes, by the way.
Okay, good. I'm in.
I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Excellent.
Okay, see ya.
Thanks so much.
Right, thanks, Bruce.
Bye, guys.
Great. So looking forward to next week's entrances, and congratulations to the runners up and the winners. Those were really beautiful shots, and it is such a great time right now to just take a walk and smell the flowers and really enjoy it. So that was great. Are we ready for
the chamber check-in?
We are ready for our chamber check-in. Oh, okay. So we're going to kind of switch gears. We're going to talk about the wine walk that is coming up on Thursday. Now, it is too late to join, but we want to provide a teaser because we believe we'll be doing this again. And so the wine walk, look for it. It's put on by the Renton Downtown Partnership. And we are giving participants this year 5 blind bottles of 1 ounce pours of red, and it will be up to you to decide. So that it's like a little game. And then if you also were so inclined, there was also a cheese platter provided by someone you might know, River Valley Cheese. So all those things are coming up. So look for it in the future. And I just love the fact that we are switching gears.
We're adapting
to do all these amazing things with this community. And what's going on here at Vino at the Landing? Because that's where we are today. Thanks so much for allowing us to come here today.
Vino has participated in the wine walks in the past, and I know it is adapting right now is really important and also a little difficult because that is something where you want to get downtown and you want to walk around and you want to experience businesses, and that just isn't a possibility right now. Vino is doing a virtual wine dinner this Sunday.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you want to visit our social media or call down here and just talk to us about it, it is going to be very limited, but we will have the assistant winemaker for North Star Cellars, and they'll be there to talk about the wines and be spraying some food with us and just kind of adapting and the word of the night.
It's adapting.
And still getting to participate in a local business and just work on from there. So yeah, check out our social media and call down here, talk to us, ask us any questions that you have. This is the first and probably not the last.
Yeah.
So just check in with us.
I just want to make sure the food is real, not virtual, because I want to actually put something in my mouth.
Oh,
it's real food.
no, yes, of course it is.
Oh,
but
good.
It's just a really sad presentation. Of course the food is real. The wine is real. The
Good.
experience
I
is
get
real.
food. This is exciting.
Yes, you will just be in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to dress up. I guess
Oh.
pants are optional. That's
Pants
weird.
are optional. I did change out of my daytime pajamas for you guys today.
That's so
So
special.
yeah. And then also, if you are looking for things to do and you need to get walking around, downtown has this amazing app. If you download it, it's called Visit Renton. And on the Visit Renton app, you will see virtual walks there's actually a storefront walk right now where artists are displaying their art in the windows of the businesses that are now shuttered temporarily. And also all about the musicians that have come from this town. And there's another walk as well. So you learn about the businesses as well as the downtown businesses right now that are available for curbside and who is open. So many options when you get down there. So that is what you can do. I love that about Renton. I mean, I think we've really done an excellent job.
We have, and I also feel like we're all that are really part of the downtown community and the Landing and all of Renton are really trying to communicate to each other what each of our businesses and small businesses are offering.
Mm-hmm.
What this one can and what this one can't, and what's available now and what's available maybe in a couple weeks. I think we've all done a really good job of just supporting each other.
Yeah, I love that. And another thing that we have done downtown, we're going to talk about Chalk Your Walk right now. So Renton participated. They did this amazing thing. If you guys remember, May 4th through the end of the week, every day was a different theme. And so right now, what I'd love to do is just show you some of the amazing artwork that came from Chalk Your Walk this year. And I think it is something to look forward to. So if we can roll that, I think. Isn't it cute? It's 1 minute and 50 4 seconds. Is there not music, Todd? Okay, good. Yeah, so guys, I'd love to introduce to you two guys from the city of Renton who were instrumental in bringing this amazing program to us. Drey Hicks and Jennifer Spencer from the city. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Yeah. What inspired you to get this awesome Chalk Your Walk on?
We wanted to have fun. We wanted to create an experience that we're used to putting on that didn't give that appearance of it was a substitute for something that is being done in light of COVID-19. So we wanted something that we felt residents would appreciate, would kind of just have fun, play outside, enjoy with their family, and connect with the rest of the community.
It was also something that we could gather a large group of residents, business owners, nonprofits, people that are really eager to get themselves out there and enjoy the city that we live in.
I mean, did you guys also dial in the weather? Because hello, it was the best. I mean, City of Renton has a direct line to somebody.
Yeah, that was all me.
We had to change a few dates, and finally we just took a risk, and me and Jen are avid gamblers, so we went with it.
That was amazing. I got to tell you, I did one in front of my business, and it was the best exercise I had gotten. This 50-year-old body, up and down, it was like 2 hours of CrossFit. Insane.
Exactly. Yours was beautiful, by the way. Way to go.
Thank you very much. It was really fun. And also AmeriCorps got involved and they handed out chalk. Where did all the chalk come from? Because I thought that was an amazing contribution.
Yeah, the chalk was provided by the city of Renton, as well as there was a donation from Allied Arts. Allied Arts provided the chalk for the downtown businesses, which was allowed for the AmeriCorps Vistas, our staff, our recreation and neighborhood staff to get out there and then also given to the businesses. And then we provided 750 chalk kits to Renton residents. And first of all, that is the hardest thing to buy during this time because every parent was buying it for their children. But we wanted to make sure there was no barriers to participation, make sure it was an equitable activity for everyone to enjoy. And so, yeah, it was awesome just to provide a place for people to pick it up and go have fun.
It was fantastic.
It was really inspiring just to take a walk downtown, and we're going to get our coffee at Bunbuna and just be able to walk around with my kids and just see all the art, and just it made the forced exercise a little bit better. I mean, that was PE. And so we were walking downtown and just pointing out everything and looking at it all. And we were able to see in front of Handsome Devil when Ryan was starting his, no clue what it was going to look like. We walked back by, and I mean, for me personally, I don't really have any kind of creative bone in my body. And so I was really inspired just to not really, just to look at it. And it made, a little bit of the sadness of not being able to go into your favorite business just that much better, just to see all the love and the care that was going to. And yes, the weather was perfection. Like, it could not have been better.
And I think that's what the beauty of the event was that you didn't actually have to do the chalking to really participate. I mean, there was tons of people who followed it on Instagram, our Facebook. We had like 5,000 interactions via our social media accounts. And then, of course, it allowed us to interact with the people that we traditionally serve that we haven't been able to because of just everything that's going on.
It was also It was also really great just to be able to read the messages, even those that weren't drawing, just the messages that they're saying. That was just an outpouring of love for this community, and it was beautiful.
Yes, it made me really gosh darn proud to be a Rentonite. Oh my gosh.
You should be.
Yeah.
I was so proud. I mean, the whole town really, and I love that there was, did you just say 5,000 views?
Yeah, there's 5,000 impressions through all our social media. And so it was definitely a big hit.
For those of you that don't know what that means, that just means a lot of people liked us. So, that is awesome. Is there anything else that the city has planned?
We can't reveal anything now, but just know that our goal is to make our next big thing just as fun, just as exciting, and make sure that everyone can participate. So you'll have to stay tuned. But me and Jen are working on it.
Yeah, you're going to tell us first.
All right.
You'll have to take a peek into the mayor's newsletter and see what we're up to.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
That means we're going to have to read something from the mayor, who is wonderful. We love you, Mayor. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks you guys again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to AmeriCorps for and the arts. Who was it that donated the chalk?
Allied Arts, and then
Arts
Commission and Downtown Partnership are also a huge piece in executing this.
Awesome. You guys rocked it. And all of you guys who did your art, Tara and I are going to give you a virtual high five.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, done.
Yeah, we're giving it right back. There we go. Yeah, nice.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
So
Thank
much.
you.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for doing
Appreciate
that.
it.
And thanks to everyone.
Okay, you guys stay tuned.
See you soon.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So awesome. That was a great, amazing way to serve the community.
Yes. Well, just to
And
bring us all together even more so than we already are.
I agree. I felt united, and I felt, even though I can't go talk to my neighbor, I could see my neighbor's message, and I knew they were out there, and we're all doing the same thing. It really felt like we were in this together.
As it should.
Yeah. So also in this together, we would love to bring on Jennifer Thompson from Keller Williams. She is sponsoring the biggest day of the year is tomorrow for Keller Williams. And it is called Red Day. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? You look great. You're still on mute. I know, this is, again, how it works. This is
Rookie mistake.
And okay, what I love about Jennifer Thompson is so many things, but always her background. I mean, look at this. She has the Renton live background, like she owns the joint. Nice job. So tell us a little bit, Jen, about the day of Red Day and what it's all about.
So Red Day is a really cool opportunity, and it started 12 years ago, and it is in honor of the vice chairman of the board, Mo Anderson, and she turned 83 yesterday.
Oh my gosh, we have a picture of her, don't we? Yeah, there she is.
And that cake was absolutely so yummy and delicious. We felt kind of bad that we ate her head, but it was really good. Red Day is to honor her. And so all the offices of Keller Williams shut down they're actually globally, we shut down and we do service in the community. This year, it's a little weird because of what we're experiencing. And so our focus and beneficiary is Vine Maple Place. And what I thought was really cool was last week when Bruce Hudson was talking about the gift certificates and how he was going to, put a night of safety. He was going to do that for any gift certificates. I was really excited because tomorrow we are doing a telethon, which will be very, very exciting. And our goal is to help 83 families have a night of safety in honor of Mo's 83rd birthday.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
That's so sweet. So, yeah.
That's exciting. And I love Mo Williams is the founder, but you have described her as someone you would like to be your grandma.
Yes, she actually has the nickname Velvet Hammer because she is your sweet grandma from Oklahoma that has the sweetest drawl telling you, sweetie, you better get your act together and get up and get moving, and then she'll give you a big hug. So it's one of those, the Velvet Hammer is a perfect description of her. So Velvet Hammer, I would like to be the Velvet Hammer.
I think you will. I think that is amazing. Let us know how it goes. I have been so excited to hear, families being touched this way. Oh, and there you are, sister.
You've got to be safe today. Safe today. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you to the directive from the governor and to wear cloth face coverings.
Yes.
And but this is exciting. And I love how you also match today. Red Day.
I have my Red Day. You can't see it, but it's my Red Day t-shirt. We have t-shirts. Yeah, we come prepared.
Awesome. Oh, thanks so much for having not just you, but the entire agency rise up and help the community. It's so inspiring. So
thank you. Thank you for letting me talk about it. And you can watch us live tomorrow.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's in the middle of the virtual wine walk. So probably can't do that.
Have a sip and then you watch something.
Well, this is the beauty. We can do 2 TVs at the same time.
Right.
A little drinking,
like
you're doing something good. It's fine. A little cheese. It's all fine.
We just justified all of that.
I love, yes, perfect.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. I really appreciate you coming on.
Good
and
to see you
good luck
girls
tomorrow.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye. And then, wow, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that whole idea. And so let's talk to the chamber. Our chamber check-in is here, Diane, the sponsor of Renton Live. The chamber is here and she is ready to rock and roll. The chamber has done so much outreach. If you are not a member of the chamber yet, that's okay, but know that for me as a small business owner, it has been the biggest game changer for me as a small business owner, enabling me to get information and also have a lot of support during this time. So, it looks like we already have a candidate maybe for the photo contest for.
Hi.
Oh, she's so cute. Diane, who is that?
This is Fizzy. And she is a rescue dog. My brother gave her to me. Her name is actually a real estate.
You rescued her from your mom? Is that what you're saying, Diane?
My brother. Her name is FSBO, which is for sale by owner. But it's much easier to say Fizzy. And take her from barking. She's joining me tonight.
Yay! Oh, she is so cute. Better put her in for the puppy contest.
Oh my God.
Look at that face. Best eyeliner.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you,
Diane.
Pardon?
Tell us what's going on.
What's going on? It's always a busy week at the chamber. We are doing a lot of advocacy, doing a lot of trying to keep up on the messaging that's coming out from the CDC and the health department and the governor's office as to the requirements that are in place for businesses as they roll out, trying to take all of that information and assimilate it into tangible bite-size tidbits of information that our businesses can understand.
Yeah, what do you think right now is the biggest message? Because things are changing so quickly. What is the biggest message you can give to small businesses right now that you think would be helpful?
Oh, stay positive and reach out for questions. And there's no question that's a bad question. Even those that are implementing the rules are confused. And so don't beat yourself up. Don't understand this is a new process for everybody. There's no reference manual to look back and see how things were done in the past and compare notes to. So ask questions.
What is the most common question you feel like you're getting right now, Diane?
When's the money coming?
That's my question. Hey, Diane, when's the money coming?
And I wish I had the answer. Yeah. So
don't you have a printing press back there at the chamber?
Yep. No, but now we're rolling more into people are getting out of the panic and stabilization mode and really embracing, looking forward into the future as to what our new normal is going to be. Things are going to be different. And this has been a hard reset, and what an amazing opportunity in some instances that we have been gifted. It's not to say without carnage or bumps and bruises, but we have a hard reset to reevaluate how we move forward. And watching Drey and Jen before talking about community, the thing you can't do when you say community is you can't say it without saying unity. And Renton, we have 104,000 people. And so by every definition, we're a city. we have the greatest sense of community, and to see it come through during this time of crisis has been a beautiful thing.
It has, hasn't it? I feel even stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
now.
I would just say, especially for the small businesses, that there was terrifying amount of fear in the very beginning about what this was going to look like and how it was going to affect all of us. And I mean, the outpouring just from, I'm sure for you too, for customers, about how much they want to support, make sure that we're okay. And then what the chamber is doing also for the businesses, it is inspiring. And I think there is hopefully, I mean, at least personally speaking, a little bit less fear about, you know, what the new normal is going to be. And we're getting the emails, we're checking it out and seeing what phase this is going to look like and that. And it's a lot of questions and it's a lot of information, but, you know, just there is so much support out there. And the chamber is helping out with that. And I think Renton, definitely. Unity is just a great way of saying that.
It is. It is. And I love also that the Renton Chamber is unique in the fact that there is a nonprofit arm to it too. How are the nonprofits? Are they able to reach out as well? And what's going on with them?
Yeah, nope, they are, and we're advocating on their behalf. There's a lot more funds available for nonprofits and services. But that doesn't change the fact that their future looks different too. And so many nonprofits and organizations relied upon events as fundraisers. And so there will be a period of transition that things look different.
Yeah, you know, I think that's the thing that's really struck home for me. I think every story has three parts: the beginning, the middle, and the end. And we're looking at the beginning right now, almost like a teardown. But during a teardown, there's always that new beginning. And as we start to build up our town, we become, it's the rebuild, it's become more resilient. And then it's the restoration and the rising up. And I look forward to us getting to the point where we embrace this new beginning and are able to restore and rise up, especially with great partners throughout the Renton community, the Chamber being one of them. So thanks, Diane.
Oh, thank you guys. And thanks for doing this. Both of you, I would say, are a light of positivity. And again, I fall back to Rochelle Haas at Sparkle. She says, we're a community of possibilitarians, and the two of you top that list. And it's an honor to continue to work with you guys. So thank you.
Thanks, Diane. That means a lot. Yeah. We are possibilitarians with wine.
And cheese. The cheese.
Wine and cheese. Okay, show us a little picture of the baby dog, and then one more time. Hold. Oh, gone. Okay. Oh, gone. Sorry. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Diane, for coming on and sharing with us and giving us more inspiration as we move into other phases.
Absolutely. And again, no question's a bad question. Call, email, reach out, text. We are here as a resource, and happy if we don't have the answer for you, we can find the answer and put you in touch with who you need to communicate with.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Thanks.
Diane. Thank you.
I know I'm going to gush a little bit about Renton, if that's okay, because the other day I was at Dutch Brothers Addicts right here. The line, enormous, as you know, but what was so great is when it was turned for me to order, and the team there is so amazing. And she says, oh, by the way, someone in front of you just gave you a $5 gift card. And I'm like, whoa, that was amazing. And I said, I want to buy a $5 gift card too. And so as I went up to the window, I said, this is such a great thing. I was talking to the gal, and my voice started to crack because I didn't realize how much I had missed communicating with other humans, how much the generosity of a stranger meant the world to me, and that it was in my own hometown, and that we could do this together, that even though we can't be together in the ways that we are normally together, that someone here is always thinking about you. And it's great. So I bought one for the person behind me, and all of us are in line. We're all waving at each other, doing little hearts at our rear view mirrors. It was the best. And as I was pulling away, the team at Dutch Brothers was elated too, because they were like, hey guys, we had a chain of 4 gift cards given away. So I hope that chain continued that day, but it just made me really, again, proud to be in a community where we really do care and are thoughtful, and really, I think we can rise up together. So speaking of rising up together.
Oh, that was a good little segue.
Well, yeah, well, I'm a professional. We do have this amazing young woman, Cadence. Now, Cadence, we're going to bring her on. And hi, Cadence. How are you? Oh, you're still on mute, Cadence. I can't quite hear you yet.
But watch, it's like the fastest on mute. Yep.
Yes. Cadence, have you been going to school online a little bit lately?
Yeah, actually, I had a Zoom meeting with my class at 4:30 today.
Wow. And so you're really good at this online school stuff, right?
No, actually.
No, I'm counting on you, Cadence, because all of us people, your teachers, do they understand how to use?
No one does.
This is very honest.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, Cadence, tell us a little, you're going to perform. I see a piano in front of you. Tell us a little bit about what is happening with you right now and what you're going to show us.
So I'm going to be performing a song called Right at Home. And it's the reason I made it up was because right before we got out of school for quarantining, my best friend and I got into like a really big fight, and like she was like, I don't want to be your friend anymore, and it was kind of crazy. So then we went home like without preparing it or anything, and so then while I wrote a different song that I will perform a different time called On Your Way Out. And it was about our big fight. So I was thinking, like, we fight a lot. So I was thinking, we fight a lot, but this is the first time I've written a song about it. So like, why don't I think it's a big thing every single time we fight? And then I thought, because I'm used to it. So because I'm used to us fighting, I'm used to people, me and my friends, and like I'm used to drama basically. So like, that's basically what this song is about, like being used to it, I guess.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And so would you honor us right now and play and sing your song for us?
Of course.
Thank you so much. Go for it.
On the outside, I'm okay, greeting everybody with the hair, but on the inside, I'm not fine. Bottle of emotions, don't ever let them see you cry, running in circles. Can't seem to find a way out, don't know the thoughts in my head. What are the words coming out of my mouth? Running in circles, all alone in this horror show. Somehow I feel right at home. I feel right at home, right at home. You don't understand how much your words hurt. To you they're a joke, but to me they mean the world. Ignore them, they always say, but your insults are just so hard to push away. Running in circles, can't seem to find a way out. Don't out of my mouth, running in circles, all alone in this horror show. Somehow I feel right at home. Hurt me once, hurt me twice. When you look inside my eyes, out of this, what do you get to gain? Hurt me once, hurt me twice. When you look inside my eyes, all you see is pain. Running in circles, can't seem to find a way out. Don't know the thoughts in my head. What are the words running out of my mouth? Running in circles, all alone in this horror show. Somehow I feel right at home. I feel right at home.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, Cadence, that was beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah, we were just amazed. Hey, Cadence, do you want to give a shout out to your school?
Sure. I have two schools. I went to kindergarten, first grade, and second grade at Campbell Hill Elementary. But then I went to third grade at Talbot Hill Elementary, and then back to fourth grade at Campbell, where my mom actually works, so that's why I was going there. And for fifth grade, I'm going to go next year. I'm going to go to Talbot Hill again.
Whoa. Okay, then. All right. And hey, who is your musical inspiration?
Okay, sorry, my mom. My mom, and also my favorite music teacher from this year, Takita Spellman. She's the best. I love her so much.
Oh, Takita Spellman, huh? We'll just give a big shout out. That is amazing. We loved it. And I've got to tell you, Cadence, I'm a little jealous. I can't sing or play the piano.
Same.
I wish, yeah. I'm going to go back in time. If I could go back in time, I'd be you. Thanks. Is this your first time on a live broadcast as well, Cadence?
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the park.
If I was Simon Cowell, actually, can I be Christina Aguilera?
I think you just messed up your shows.
Oh,
I think you crossed a couple of shows.
I'm going to be Christina Aguilera, and I'm going to have you on my team. Okay? Okay. Awesome, Cadence. Thank you so much for sharing, and we look forward to seeing you on a big album cover in a few years, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Cadence.
you.
You're amazing. Right on.
Thank you.
That is so, how awesome. And you know what? I love that, being inspired by, oh, did your mom just give you a hug? Your mom just gave you a hug. So to be inspired by a teacher like that.
Oh, she's got to run.
Oh, hi.
Yes. No, that's.
To be inspired by your teacher like that just speaks volumes to me, actually. Do you remember being inspired by a teacher?
I do. Both my parents were retired teachers, so I'm gonna.
Oh, you better say both your parents. Both your parents.
Yes, absolutely.
So, well, how wonderful. That was a treat. I really appreciate that. That was amazing. And you know, we are always looking for talent that is local, that is inspirational. We love, broadcasting from your home. Hello, amazing to see this talent. And right now we are going to see a very talented family. A very talented family. We are going to welcome Council McIntyre, right? Or no, McIrvin. Oh, there we are. And you're, hi. There you are. There you are.
Ryan, you're muted.
You're muted, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Thanks you for joining us, Councilman. How are you?
Pretty good. Just going for a little run in the woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you chalking your walk while you're running?
There's no chalking this walk. I'm on the trails.
That's incredible.
So here we go.
See, where are you? Are
Yeah.
Philip Arnold?
I am in Renton. I'm over in Renton Park.
Are we so lucky to live here? Because who has this? You have to like go on YouTube and watch people do this, but you can do this. So Councilman, tell us a little bit about what's going on with you and what's happening. I mean, obviously you're running. Are you running from something, the law? Curious, the mayor?
Oh no.
What's going on?
Ryan.
Oh, you're muted, Ryan. It's okay.
There you are.
Yeah, there you are. Hey.
Right. So yeah, I get out and I run every single day. I've actually run every day for the past 200 and what are we coming up on? We're coming up in a year, 355 days consecutively.
Wait a minute. So tomorrow's like your 1-year anniversary is what you're telling us?
In 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he goes out there and runs and you and I eat cheese and drink wine.
Yeah. I gave up running for Lent.
I do that afterwards. I do the cheese eating and the wine afterwards. Sometimes beer.
Ooh.
It's all about balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a couple of places you like to frequent downtown beer-wise? Or frequent Renton?
Sure. Four Generals beer is always good. Whistle Stop has a great selection. I mean, pretty much most of the downtown locations, I would say.
Dubtown.
Yeah.
We are a good beer.
We are.
We're a good town for beer.
Yeah.
Dubtown there's great. Having 2 breweries is pretty cool. So
yeah.
Or 3. We have 3 now.
Yeah, we do. We have 3 now. Yep. Exactly. Are you going to identify trees for us on your walk today? Or
Unfortunately, our gardening nature expert's still at home. So she had a school board meeting starting up. So we switched the game plan up. We were going to do a fun candle making activity. And then I was like, well, if you're not available, I'm going to go for a run.
Excellent. Excellent. So tell us how the city is responding, how you feel the city is doing as we go through this pandemic.
Yeah, we've definitely played our part. As I'm sure folks who've been tuned in have heard, we are active. We're the location for one of the King County shelter sites at the Red Lion. With that comes some challenges for the city, as we've all had challenges, but we're happy to do our part in that. Looking towards the transition plan for a day when things can normalize a little bit. Obviously, we've had to shut down parking for a lot of our parks, but actually those open spaces have actually stayed open just as long as you don't congregate. So like the playgrounds and such are shut down. King County regional trails are just recently reopened again. So it's great to get out and exercise on those. Those spaces are open, just got to keep 6 feet apart. And so even when I go out, I always obviously make sure I leave plenty of room between me and any other folks out on the trails. Absolutely.
I bet. Are you 6 feet tall?
I am not, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just thinking you could lay down and measure the 6 foot measurement, but that is fantastic. That's great. What is so if you're obviously in Renton as serving the people, but what is your favorite thing about Renton?
So my favorite thing about Renton, that is just one thing. That's going to be tough to pick.
I'll give you three.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say it was the people, it was the community. That was why we moved here. When we first moved here is Renton's a pretty big sized city. We're over 100,000 people, but we still have that kind of small town feel. I think that vibe was something that certainly attracted us. The natural amenities, as I'm out here, that's a pretty easy one to pick on. I love the Cedar River. I love Lake Washington. And then I guess the first one is I'm just going to duplicate back again. I was to say the local businesses that give us the character, which is part of that small town feel. But I don't know, it just the real sense of community and belonging is so self-evident here to us.
Yeah, absolutely. How long have you been a Rentonite?
So we moved here in 2011. So right after we got married, we bought our first home here in Renton.
Oh, you got so lucky.
It was an okay time to buy then.
I think actually what you're saying too, just about it is the downtown and kind of the small businesses do just make us feel like so much more just a much smaller community than you would realize with the population.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I realized it at the time, but it's one of the other huge strengths. Obviously, I love the diversity we have in this community. That I don't think when we moved here, that was something that we were seeking, but it's something we've definitely embraced since being here.
Agreed. I agree. And I love that. That's one of the reasons why I moved my business down here too. Inclusivity, diversity, culture, really important to me in my business or just personally. And it's been amazing. And I also love, like, not only do we have the downtown, but we have the Landing, we have the Highlands, we have all these beautiful neighborhoods where everybody really owns it.
Yeah. And it is actually, it's such a really, I mean, Brian, you know this, it's a fun place to raise a family too. Like, it is.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's so much for us to do. I mean, yes, you could travel outside, but there is a lot for us to do, a lot to get your kids involved in. The community is small in that mindset and everything that is available. And I know there's a lot of things that are going to be shut down this summer and not going to be available.
Yeah, that was actually, that was one of the hardest things. No River Days, 4th of July. We won't get to do those big community celebrations that we could do. We're going to find other ways to do that and celebrate those events in other ways as we get through this. But yeah, it's going to be a slightly different summer this year.
Yeah, slightly different summer. So with that, can you, okay, let me think of a good closing question. Really hard one. What is, if you could drink something right now? This is a hard question. Tara is mortified.
No, it's good. I'm curious now.
Okay, what would you drink right now?
I mean, something probably hydrating would be good. I mean, if I was going a little bit longer. So during the run, maybe some sort of electrolyte drink. Usually I'd go with noon. Afterwards, I'll probably, I'd go with a beer of some sort. Seems to be more often than not an IPA or, I mean, it varies. I don't have anything particular, whatever's in the fridge at the moment. So.
Doesn't beer have electrolytes?
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if the replacement. So some low calorie beers can be good afterwards for the carbs that they have, but low calorie, low alcohol, more importantly. So a nice session ale, maybe.
Okay, so you heard it here first. Councilman's encouraging us. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. He's like, don't say that. Don't say that.
Always in moderation. Always based on your personal health.
Gosh, that's such a great political. Always put that positive, like moderation spin on it. That's why you were elected. That's good.
So I'll tell you what, I can plug one other, since I'm doing in the outdoors and doing this, I'll plug one other thing if I can while I'm here. And that is Renton Park Run, which is, I would encourage everyone who hasn't heard about that to, so right now it's suspended because, like a lot of outdoor group activities, but normally every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Down on the Cedar River Trail by the dog park as a free timed 5K. You bring a personal barcode and you get a time. Just like that. It's all volunteer run.
Phenomenal.
That's fun.
So if for all, I know we picked up a lot of new runners in the running community as people found creative ways to stay active during this time. And so that's a great opportunity once that's able to be done again safely, that's an option for folks who want to get out there and keep exercising out on the trails.
Oh, I love that. Show us your t-shirt again. Is there a website?
There is. So if you just Google Renton Park Run, you'll find it.
Renton Park Run. Okay.
Yep.
Done. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Side of Renton.
Thanks for rolling with me in the woods. I was glad the technology mostly worked out for this.
I love that. You like multitasking at his best.
It does kind of look like you have a screen behind you and you're
it's
just
amazing.
jogging.
You know, I'm a little jealous. It's good. That's great. Thank you again for joining us.
All right. Thanks.
And continue your run. I think I need to see your heart rate elevate a little bit more before you.
Yeah, I slowed down for this part. I figured to actually be able to have a conversation, you know.
Nice. Thank you.
That's actually very logical. So, all right, go ahead. Go to it, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Awesome. Well, you're very healthy. Tara, crazy healthy. Loves working out.
Oh, Lordy, I do. I'm not getting to it like I used to.
But you are walking.
I am. I'm just a gym junkie and I have no way to get into a gym right now.
So Tara's the gym junkie. I am the food junkie.
It's balanced.
I think it's called a foodie these days, but really,
Foodie. No, I
it's
like
foodie.
foodie.
It's foodie. Food junkie. All right. Well, that was really fun, actually. So we are going to transition now. There is a backyard bloom in our own community, and this is Michelle Millman. Michelle Millman. We have it. So we're going to go ahead, and Bruce Hudson was so amazing. He was able to capture an interview with one of our own backyard blooms, and we're going to go ahead and roll that here in a second.
I think we're.
And then you'll have to. Okay. Yeah.
I think we're recording.
My little button up there says recording.
Okay. Cool.
It's telling me. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Michelle, thanks for taking some time from your busy schedule. I know you just, came off the air and you're going to go back on the air here, I think around lunchtime, right?
Yep. Right at noon. We do a newscast noon to 1, and then I'm on in the morning 4:30 to 7.
Yeah. I saw you about 4:45 this morning.
You were up early.
I was. And I got to see that pretty blue dress that you have. And actually, I had the opportunity to do your senior portraits years ago. We're not going to mention the year. Not
Thank
for
you,
but for me, because it'll make me seem older than I really am. And actually, you work for me a little bit. And it's always fun with every high school senior that I do. And I've done, thousands, tens of thousands of high school seniors in the last 38 years. I can't believe I've been doing it that long. I must have been 12 or 13 when I started.
You started, I think, at 10. Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Thank you. But I always ask, seniors, what they plan on doing next year, and, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'll never forget, I asked that question to you, and you said, I want to be an anchor woman. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I did ask you that. And lo and behold, here, years later, you, I believe, did you work at Cairo as an intern?
Well, I went to the University of Washington after growing up in Renton, and I can't believe I just used a T in Renton, because it's actually, I have a sticker here. It's Renton. See?
Renton.
It's Renton, right? Those of us from Renton know it's Renton. There is no T in Renton.
Right.
So went to Lindbergh High School, and yes, you were my very first job. Used to go out with you, Bruce, on high school dances.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a junior and senior in high school, and I would take the tickets of the couple coming up to get a picture taken by you.
Right.
So that was so much fun. Those were long nights, but that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I went to the University of Washington, and my senior year at UW, I interned right here at Cairo. We weren't in this studio, but it's a different studio, but same building. And I interned here. And then after I graduated, I got a job in Idaho, and then moved on to Yakima, and then got to Cairo TV 6 years after graduating from college. And then here I've been ever since, 20 plus years. So it's a great career. And you're right. I have known since I think I was a freshman at Lindbergh High School. Mm-hmm. And I figured out I wanted to be a journalist. I love to know what makes people tick, why things are the way they are. I like to ask questions. It drives my husband crazy, but that's what I do. And so somebody said to me, well, maybe you could be a journalist and go into communications. And I was 14 or whatever you are in your freshman year. And I thought, maybe so. And boom, rest is history.
Yeah. And so it's like, wow. I mean, how many people follow their dream and are able to complete that? And you're one of those people. So I congratulate you. But I think the last time I actually got to photograph you, you were in the middle of battling cancer, I believe, right?
Yes, I didn't have any hair, and you took family portraits for me in Woodinville, and they're beautiful. I found them, Bruce. It's so weird you say this. I just found those pictures the other day. I had them up for years in the beautiful showcasing that you gave me, and they found their way somehow somewhere where they weren't out on our living room table. And maybe it was some of the time I went through after that, not wanting to see the bald head. You go through stages of all that.
Right.
And found them, and my boys were only 8 and 10 then, and now they're 18 and 20. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, breast cancer, and I beat that and just had my 10-year all is good checkup with my oncologist. So very big deal. That came in February, so just a few months ago.
Wow, that's awesome. And I mean, it was a very public kind of battle, you being, part of the on-air community in Seattle and battling that. And that was amazing to see. So no, I don't want to take up much more of your time, but what's it like being on air every day with this whole coronavirus thing and having to do all these stories? And I mean, has it affected you at all?
Well, I do feel fortunate in the fact that I'm still coming into the studio. This is our week 7 of most people working from home, and who I really feel for, obviously, first and foremost, these families who have lost their moms, their dads, their brothers and sisters, their grandmas and grandpas, and the deaths, 840 some we have in our state now. Those are heartbreaking stories. But in terms of from Cairo 7's vantage point, our reporters out there doing it every day, getting these stories and trying to find creative stories as well about uplifting stories, the different angles of coronavirus. There are so many out there. What you're doing right now to then, working from home and then put this up to the Chamber's website, I think is where you told me it will go, so just the creative things that are happening too has been great to see that side of humanity. I will say it does weigh on you as a journalist during any tough time, whether it's after 9/11 or a devastating fire right here at home or anything. It weighs on you bringing those stories, but you try to have that balance between showing your humanity and then also keeping it together for the viewer and being positive and having that smile as people wake up in the morning. So there is a balance there, but I'm doing okay, and I'm checking in multiple times a day with several of our reporters to see how they're doing, because like I said, they're the ones out in it. We have safety precautions underway here at Cairo with how those reporters are working, but I do worry about them out there every day on the street, as it's called, reporting on the street and getting those stories. Right. So well, you're so talented at what you do. I mean, you make it look easy, and I know it's not as easy as it looks. And it's so much fun to have seen, your progress through the years, and starting in Idaho. Where in Idaho were you? In Boise? I was in Lewiston, Idaho. It was a really small market where you did everything there. You took the big camera and police scanner home every night, and you did everything. But you know what, Bruce? I would not trade it for anything. That experience I got brought me to where I am today. Yeah, that's awesome. And so I just have one personal question, and that is, you're on air at 4:30. What time do you get up? 2 o'clock. Wow. I always wanted to ask you that. But, yeah, 2 o'clock anyway, or 2:20. If I'm having trouble sleeping, which, by the way, I'm sure a lot of people who will see this, and maybe you even too, Bruce, a lot of weird dreams and trouble sleeping during this time. So my sleep hasn't been great, but usually I get up at 2:15. So, yeah. Wow. Well, from one Renton night to another, thanks for doing this, and congratulations on all your success. You're fun to watch, and really thank you so much for taking the time to do this. Thank you, Bruce. I've enjoyed this so much. I love Renton, loved growing up there. I have so many great memories, and so glad I met you all those years ago. Oh, thank you. All right. Have a good day. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording here.
Hey, guys. Oh, do you love our backyard bloom? That was amazing. Thanks so much, Bruce, for giving us that interview with Michelle. Inspiring. Great to know that people from Renton, we can do anything. We can conquer the world. Conquer the world. All right. Well,
I think that is the end of this show for this week. I did want to just nicely point out that just having the 2 female hosts, we ended on time. On time. We're not over by 20 minutes. we're right on time.
I think we deserve a prize for that.
So we want to talk a little bit, or why don't you take the lead? Talk a little bit about
next week, you guys, such a great wine. How about a great lineup for next week? First of all, new hosts. We're going to have Kenny Rogers from Rain City Catering. And if you watch the first episode, he was the guy who poured himself that gigantic sombrero-sized glass of wine in his kitchen.
Not talk about that.
And no, we need to talk about that because that is a man after my own heart. And then we also have Jason Parker from King and Bunnies will be co-hosting with Kenny. I think you guys are ready for some uproarious laughter and hijinks. Those are the men that will bring it to you next week.
It's gonna be fun.
What else is happening next week?
Next, we're going to talk about the farmers market, what that's going to be looking like.
Farmers market's back.
With a lot of enthusiasm. And then I believe that Ed Prince is going to be on.
Yes, Ed Prince, council member Ed Prince is going to give us a shout out. As well as, we also have Farid, who has been the wizard behind the curtain of the show. He will be giving us some video tips next week. And we will close it out with Cassie with Drama Kids. And so many of the kids, they already been home like feeling it's summer. And what are you gonna do when it actually is summer? You're a mom. How's it been for you?
Think about it.
Yeah,
we're on day 1,000.
So Cassie's gonna bring us some tips and tricks and some what her business is doing to change to bring Drama Kids right into your living room. So thanks, you guys. I had a great time.
I did too.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Renton. Thanks you for inviting us into your home and dedicating this time to us. And Renton Rising.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so
Thanks so much. See you next week at 6.